And just like that, I've completed 1 full year as a Pokemon YouTuber. However, one thing I didn't expect was just how much my life would change from talking about Pokemon cards. Now, the way I even stumbled onto the journey of creating this channel was because I was just super dissatisfied with where I was in life. I just felt like I was kind of living Groundhog Day, right? It was work, eat, sleep, repeat. And there was a pretty big sense of unfulfillment, right? And I had this constant urge to talk about my passion for Pokemon, for collecting online, and I really wanted to do that, right? But it wasn't until I was on my first overseas holiday in over a decade, and I was sitting with my fiance Chanel in Thailand, and I did a program known as Lifebook, right? Which is a tool to sit down and envision the life you want to live. And as I was doing it, I told Chanel, I'm so unhappy with where I'm at. I feel unfulfilled, and I had this massive drive that I wanted to go online, speak about my passions, speak about collectibles, speak about Pokemon cards. And I told her, and she said, Phil, I know you're so passionate about this. Go for it. If you're gonna do it properly. So with Chanel's amazing support, I actually invested over $2,000 for this studio, and I created my first video on this channel speaking about Pokemon cards. Now, over the year, I've grown at a pretty steady rate. I've met some amazing people and learned a lot of lessons. So this video is a bit different. It's a bit of a reflection on the channel and the kind of risk associated with creating a YouTube channel and how my life has panned out because of it, right? Now, also, if you are new here, I'd just like to say welcome. Today's video is a little bit different as I'm reflecting on my first year as a Pokemon YouTuber, the wins, the challenges, and what I learned from the channel. If you do love Pokemon collecting, but you also love some honest and open discussions, please feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you on board the channel. Now, I think if you're a new viewer or if you're an OG, I think you'll find this video pretty valuable to see the psychology behind creating a YouTube channel and what kind of effort is involved. Now, one thing that's interesting about kind of the assumptions of when people make content on YouTube or how it goes. I think a lot of people think, oh, you just wake up, you click record and you make the video and you post it online. Though, unfortunately, if it was that easy, I think everyone would do it. Now, my YouTube and the way I create content is quite regimented, right? So I did read a fantastic book. It's called The 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. This book is one of the best books I've ever read in my life, and it goes into the process of waking up early and how you do get a period of a golden hour which you can use to fulfill your creative endeavors, right? So I actually wake up every morning at 4:10 a.m. The first thing I do when I wake up is I go to gym. Once I finish gym, I shower and I do a small visualization exercise. This exercise where I kind of sit down and I envision what I want out of this channel. I envision how I want to be received, and I sit there and I do a 5-minute visualization. This visualization is kind of, I think of being successful, I think of my channel as successful, and I use that kind of energy and I put that in, and that is my first thing I do in the morning, right? Once I do that, I begin filming my videos, right? Now, I actually haven't shared this, but I think now that my channel is here, I'd like to kind of share and give you guys an insight into how I create my content. So nearly every video that you watch is filmed at 5 a.m., believe it or not. So you guys have been watching this content. This is all filmed in the early hours of the morning, just like right now. Right now is 5 a.m. So I'm gonna be taking you through this right now, okay? The first thing I do before, because I'm a very much believer, and if you watch my channel, you'll know in the power of mantras, in the power of positive thinking, and in the power of uplifting people. I do, and that's why I do a lot of giveaways on my channel, because I've understood some of the laws of, in order to receive, you must give, but you must give without wanting anything back. In order for us to grow and for good things, I like giving, because giving is one of the fundamentals of life. And if I could actually teach people a lot on this channel, more than just Pokemon cards, is the act of giving. A lot of the times in life, we like to take, right? Receiving makes us feel good, right? But the real key in life is actually giving, because when we give, life starts unfolding for us in interesting ways. The more you can give, the more you will see your life become a magical place. There's something that cannot be explained in the realms of normal ways of giving. Giving, when we give to people, it really changes everything. And that's why I really focus. I love doing my giveaways, man. I love opening a box of Temporal Forces, giving to the winners. it actually fulfills me a lot, right? And it's not just that, I get messages from people, Phil, I never would have bought this card, but I received it in the mail. And it actually does a much more important thing. And the reason why I'm motivated for this channel is because I feel my contribution on this channel is more than just Pokemon cards, right? And I think that's where I really want to kind of take this channel eventually one day, is sure there's Pokemon cards, sure there's kind of life updates, but really is how you can grow as a person by consuming my content. Now, before every video, I actually read a mantra, and I've read this mantra before every video I've created, and every time you see me, I always say this mantra out loud before I even click record. And now I'm gonna just say it for everyone so you can see the kind of what I do and the way I kind of go about filming my content. So here it is. I have no attachment to the success of this video. I am making this video to inspire and express myself fully. I am learning and upskilling throughout this process. I am fortunate enough to be in a position that I make some form of income through sharing my hobbies. The purpose of this video is to express myself in my highest form and connect with the right people. On my deathbed, I would happily look back at this time as one of the best and most expressive times of my life. I'm so fortunate to be able to share my hobbies with the world and connect with others. The intention of this video is to connect with the right person and act as an information source which inspires them and connects with their life in a positive way. I am an instrument for good. The more work I do out of genuine love, compassion, and real energy, the more I'll attract the right following. When I say those words, I immediately feel like I am doing good with the content I build. And that is why I really focus heavily on my mantra before I film. And I want to take you through how my YouTube kind of went. And I am celebrating a year on YouTube, though there's some interesting things that happened on the journey as well, right? So I've got a little bit of a timeline of events. So last year, my first video ever was Paldean Fates, an investment video talking if Paldean Fates is a good investment. This was kind of a very nerve-wracking video for me. I was kind of just learning how to kind of speak to a camera. Really, really tough, but I'll never forget posting that video, man. I posted that video. The next morning, I woke up with 5 subscribers. I couldn't believe it. I was like over the moon. I jumped out of my bed. I told Chanel, I'm like, Chanel, 5 subscribers, man. You cannot believe it. I got 5 subscribers, which is crazy to think that, right? Because lately I kind of grow at around 100 to 200 subscribers a day. So if I got 5 subscribers now, I'd be like, wow, you know, my channel's not doing that well. And that part of the journey was so interesting, man. Those early days were cool. And the video that really made an impact of me growing, and I grew at 100 subscribers after I posted this video, was the 7 Pokemon investing mistakes you don't want to make. I actually posted this video and I saw in one day I grew 100 subscribers. And I couldn't believe it, man. So now also interestingly, I also kind of ended up making a Discord channel. Now, I think connecting with a community is pretty important as this hobby is built on amazing people. And a great way to connect is through my Pokemon Collectors official Discord server. You'll be able to show off your latest TCG pulls, showcase your collection, and get up to date with news. Feel free to join. The server invite is in the description of this video. You know, I started my YouTube channel at the end of January 2024, and by March 2024, I hit 1,000 subscribers and I was monetized. And man, I'll never forget that feeling of getting monetization. I still think it's probably the biggest milestone you can get on your YouTube journey. I know everyone says it's the silver plaque, or I haven't got there yet. Maybe when I get there, or if I do get there, I'll be like, wow, I can tell you what that feels like. But when I got monetization, I think that was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. Really saying like, wow, I'm actually going to be earning an income from talking about my hobbies. It won't be a lot, and it definitely wasn't a lot back then, but it was that feeling of, hey, I'm actually getting somewhere with this. I'm actually moving somewhere with this. What an amazing feeling. Changed everything for me, right? Getting monetization really changed a lot. Now, everything was going well and my channel was growing and I was learning things along the way. Though one area that YouTube, and I actually recommend everyone should start a YouTube channel. Not because of getting subscribers, not because you're going to earn an income from your hobbies, but because you develop skills in your life that you can use elsewhere. Right now, because I talk to camera every day, because I have to go on live streams, because I have to do this, everywhere in my professional life, if I have to go talk to someone, I'm more confident, right? If I have to start doing anything in life, I have more confidence when I perform tasks, right? It also gives me a big pull in life. So when we want to focus on our goals, if you need to push yourself towards your goal, pushing is you're pushing against something. It's resistance. When you're getting pulled into your goals, you actually feel like you don't have to focus on your goals. You're getting pulled for them. So when I make this content on YouTube, I actually feel really pulled to make the content. I wake up and I'm excited because I can't wait to talk about the new set, and it actually excites me. Then I love doing my giveaways. I love doing all these cool things, and I get a real sense of excitement with the channel, right? I think, yes, it's great earning an income from your hobbies, but what I also think is amazing is that I can post a video here and I can reach so many people across the world. And it's a privilege that I've been given because, yes, I don't have a crazy following. Yes, my audience isn't somewhere in the millions, but even though my audience is where it is right now, I can still make some positive impact in people's lives. But one thing I really, really understand, and one thing that I really want to share with a lot of people is humans, we have a very interesting ability where we can change the direction of our path with the actions we take. Every action you take can create something positive to happen in your life. You may not be happy with a situation. You may not be happy with your job. You can take decisions in your life to change that. We live in a pretty tough time, okay? And what I mean by that is a lot of our motives in life are motivated financially. We have to do a lot of things to kind of make this capitalist society turn. A lot of the actions we do are kind of to get the wheels turning in order for us to make an income, because unfortunately, the way life is designed at the moment is that a lot of our happiness within the world at the moment is tethered to financial gain, okay? Now, I'm gonna be the first person to tell you that your health is far more important than any money you can earn, because what happens when people earn a lot of money and they get sick? You know what the first thing they do is they spend all their money trying to get healthy. I think being on YouTube and doing it, I'm gonna definitely continue, but I think also in 2025, I will be seeing how I can also create more content to inspire people as well, whether they want to start their content creation journey, whether they want to read books, all this thing, I will be trying to find a way to incorporate that within my YouTube channel as well. And I think that's going to make this channel a bit more interesting than just the regular Pokemon market talks. And I think that will give me some more interesting points to go into other areas of my life, because I've always had a vision that I help people and that I help people achieve what they want in life. And I think that that's going to come to fulfillment over the course over 2025, but we're gonna have to see how that goes. Now, all things considered, this channel has made quite an impact on my life, though it's also had its challenges. And one of the challenges, like I mentioned earlier in this video, was that I was unhappy at a certain point in my life. You can actually see the full story of that here. Within this video on screen, I actually talk about how Pokemon cards actually helped me through a pretty difficult time in my life. Definitely feel free to click that video and learn more about it there.